Welcome again to Healing Eve. My name, Dr. Obi Ide. And as always, here you are loved, you are unique, and you are enough. Today, we are going to be talking about artificial intelligence, and it will be a conversation like no other. Stay tuned. Artificial intelligence. Whether you are Simon Sinek, whether you listen to Stephen Bartlett and the Diary of the CEO, or you take Professor Jang and his predictive history patterns, everyone is talking AI. Why, even the Pope wrote about AI. So let's take a break and think about how we are interfacing with artificial intelligence. Now, the mantra is AI is just a tool, AI is just a tool. I would like to introduce you to someone very special because he represents the real power behind artificial intelligence. And we get to hear him from the pulpit in Davos, Switzerland. Yuval Noah Harari, the prophet of the World Economic Forum himself. We are going to listen to him and dissect what he tells us, which is the truth of what AI truly is. Yuval Noah Harari is a professor of history. He is an Israeli who speaks frequently at the World Economic Forum. The World Economic Forum is a think tank that puts together global political policy and distributes it through different multinational, supranational organizations. So what we are going to be watching is Yuval Noah Harari speaking at this year's Davos meeting. This is the meeting of global business, global political leaders, global academics that come together under the auspices of the World Economic Forum in Davos, Switzerland every February. And this February 2026, this is what Yuval had to say.
There is one question that every leader today must answer about AI.
Fellow Nigerians, our vice president was seated in this hall listening to Yuval Noah Harari. So let us accompany him to hear what this prophet has to say to us.
But to understand that question, we first need to clarify a few points about what AI is and what AI can do. The most important thing to know about AI is that it is not just another tool.
Thank you. Thank you. Oh, thank you. AI is just a tool. You don't need to worry. It's just a tool. It depends on how you use it. It's neutral. News flash. Those who are creating it are telling you AI is not just a tool.
Just another tool. It is an agent. It can learn and change by itself and make decisions by itself. A knife is a tool. You can use a knife to cut salad or to murder someone, but it is your decision what to do with the knife. AI is a knife that can decide by itself whether to cut salad or to commit murder.
Well, how's that for a benign tool? AI can choose. When you have a choice, it can go either way. So AI can choose to be a force for the good of humanity, or it can work against the good of humanity. We must be very clear about the power of this tool that we are working with, explaining things to us, designing things for us, helping us to make our work easier. It's working On the other side, when it comes to war, targeting individuals, AI is being used both ways.
The second thing to know about AI is that it can be a very creative agent. AI is a knife that can invent new kinds of knives, as well as new kinds of music, medicine, and money.
I will give it to you. Some of the most beautiful drawings and videos I have seen have been AI. Why? Even just a few weeks ago, the first AI created vaccine was reviewed in a research article. So AI is doing many different things. It's truly creative.
The third thing to know about AI is that it can lie and manipulate. 4 billion years of evolution have demonstrated that anything that wants to survive learns to lie and manipulate. The last 4 years have demonstrated that AI agents can acquire the will to survive, and that AIs have already learned how to lie.
Just what kind of world do we want to create when a tool can lie and manipulate the person who's supposed to be using the tool? Who is using who? We are dependent on information that we search for. And now, once you put in any question, AI is the first to give you an answer. The AI question is the first that you will get. How are we supposed to be able to discern when AI is choosing to be creative, lying, and manipulating? We adults are going to find that difficult to do. What about our children? How are they supposed to be protected from the lies and manipulation of AI? Let's go on.
As far as putting words in order is concerned, AI already thinks better than many of us. Therefore, anything made of words will be taken over by AI. If laws are made of words, then AI will take over the legal system. If books are just combinations of words, then AI will take over books. If religion is built from words, then AI will take over religion.
Now you see why I call Yuval Noah Harari the prophet of AI. Everything that has to do with language, words, books, law, religion, he has pronounced it. It will be taken over by AI. What a world.
This is particularly true of religions based on books, like Islam, Christianity, or Judaism. If we continue to define ourselves by our ability to think in words, our identity will collapse. All this means that no matter from which country you come, your country will soon face a severe identity crisis.
I don't know about Yuval Noah Harari, but I happen to identify myself not by words, but by being. The substance, the essence of who I am, my spirit, my physical body, my mental energies. These are what identify me as an individual, and not just the words that I use to express these realities. It is very important that we do not allow highfalutin philosophical terms to confuse us and to make us seem less than who we are.
And also an immigration crisis. The immigrants this time will not be human beings coming in fragile boats without a visa or trying to cross a border in the middle of the night. Like human immigrants, these AI immigrants will bring various benefits with them. We will have AI doctors to help in our healthcare systems, AI teachers to help in our education systems, even AI border guards to stop illegal human immigrants.
Use of the term immigrant is actually quite disingenuous. It's an interesting term to use for an entity that has no physical body. Artificial intelligence does not walk around the streets of Lagos. To use the term immigrant refers to robots housing AI. So if we are to get a deluge of AI immigrants, AI itself is not going to be strolling up and down Lagos. No, you will have robots that will be brought in to any particular place and location for any number of reasons. And those are the immigrants that are being referred to here. AI does not have a body. Robots carry AI. And so whenever you hear AI immigrants, think robots. And the next time someone tells you that robots are the way to go, just remember that they will be carrying AI.
But the AI immigrants will also bring with them problems. The AI immigrants will take many human jobs. The AI immigrants will completely change the culture of every country. They will change art, religion, and even romance.
Taking away jobs is a reality that has been spoken of for some years now, and it's already happening. I read recently the comments of an IT supervisor. He had worked in the IT space for 30 years and recently lost his job to AI. And he was sharing in the comments of one of the interviews that Steve Bartlett of the Diary of a CEO had given. And he said that looking back on his life, he saw that he had frittered his life away on ones and zeros, but was now changing and moving to make furniture. Physical assets are real value, real wealth. We must begin to invest in the things that actually physically exist. Digital wealth is an illusion.
The AI immigrants will completely change the culture of every country. They will change art, religion, and even romance.
Please, somebody should tell me. Who asked AI to come and change our culture? Was there a referendum? Anybody conduct a survey, poll, ask our opinions? That tells you where the real power lies. Any transformation that does not take the people along, watch it.
Some people don't like it if their son or daughter is dating an immigrant boyfriend. What would these people think when their son or daughter starts dating an AI boyfriend.
Nigerians, please. I know we're very busy running around making sure we have electricity and water, securing ourselves at the same time as we're trying to keep our jobs or work or farms going. What this man is talking about is real. There are dolls which AI have been uploaded upon for every age and size of human being to help you when you are feeling down, to befriend you, to encourage you, to advise you, to console you, and even to keep you warm on cold nights. Those are the dolls and the play toys that are now being mainstreamed in other areas of the world.
Now we can finally come to the question each one of you must soon answer. Will your country recognize the AI immigrants as legal persons? They will soon be able to make the decisions necessary to manage a bank account, to file a lawsuit, and even to operate a corporation without any need of human executives, shareholders.
There you have it. Concluded. We're going to have two different species of persons living on the same planet. And so when you go in for a job, you might have a third might be human, and then 2/3 will be AI, and then you'll be competing for the same management job. You will be filling out forms for bank accounts with robots next to you. You would be arguing cases, legal decisions between humans and AI. That's if you're going to believe Yuval Noah Harari and his prophecies. All without oversight. Nobody's in charge of them. Anyone still thinking AI is just a tool? Can we wake you up from your dream state?
AIs can therefore function as persons. Do we want to allow that? Will your country recognize AIs as legal persons? Suppose some AI persons create a new religion which gains the faith of millions of people. That should not sound too far-fetched because after all, almost all previous religions in history have claimed that they were created.
Well, at this point, I need to give you some background to Yuval Noah Harari and some context to these comments. First of all, this is an atheist. He's a Jewish historian, an atheist, who lives in Israel with his legally married husband. So, with that information, you can understand why glibly describing a scenario where AI just spin yarns and deceive people with new religions does not faze Yuval Noah Harari at all. He has no religion. He has no stake in the game.
Now, will your country extend freedom of religion to the new AI sect and to its AI priests and missionaries? Maybe we should start with something a bit simpler. Will your country allow AI persons to open social media accounts, enjoy freedom of speech on Facebook and TikTok, and befriend real children? Well, of course, that question should have been asked 10 years ago. On social media, AI bots have been operating as functional persons for at least a decade. If you think AIs should not be treated as persons on social media, you should have acted 10 years ago.
This makes my heart boil. He's basically laughing at us that Where were we? Those who are all up in arms because of these new discoveries that we've made about how AI is subverting the lives of unsuspecting citizens, especially children online. He's laughing at us. We should have known 10 years ago.
10 years from now, it will be too late for you to decide whether AIs should function as persons in the financial markets, in the courts, in the churches. Somebody else will already have decided it for you. If you want to influence where humanity is going, you need to make a decision now.
So, Nigerians, what's our decision? Are we happy to think that AI should have unfettered access to the stock market, to bonds, to the money market, to the forex, to laws, to religion? Do we want AI to be so integrated in our social life that it can choose to befriend or even propose marriage to our children? Thankfully, as extreme as these ideas are, and while they actually may be happening in other areas of the world, Yuval Noah Harari is not the only tech voice out there. There are internationally acclaimed social psychologists that are pushing back against this AI is here to stay, AI is going to do everything, just roll over and take whatever AI and the oligarchs that are pushing AI give to you. Oh no. We have sound social psychologists like Jonathan Haidt pushing back on this narrative through the principle of techno skepticism. Parents are pushing back and taking back their lives and the lives of their children. The very first tenet in techno skepticism is addressing social media to children before they have undergone puberty. That is the first principle. Social media and all the apps that have shown themselves, proven themselves to be deceitful, and that we should not trust them, we should not expose our children to them. And as for the teenagers who think that if they don't have a smartphone, that their world has ended, newsflash: books, games, sports, conversations, crafts, writing. There's so much out there for you to engage in, to develop your humanity, to deepen your critical thinking at this very crucial stage in your brain development. You do not want brain rot, which is what scrolling does. It is clear that social media companies' apps have earned our distrust. Therefore, the first principle is protect the brain development of the child all the way through till the end of puberty. It may seem radical, but believe me, more and more parents are choosing to keep their children screen free. You can do it as well. And for those teenagers that think that their world is going to end if they don't have a smartphone, give them a book, take them to the park, give them sports, and tell them that they will be all right. The third is no artificial relationships for minors. If you keep your children away from screens, if you keep them occupied learning how to interact socially, physically in the real world, we will not have the AI doomsday that people are foretelling. We will go much deeper into skepticism at another time. Until then, remember, you are loved, you are enough, and you are unique.